Good evening and welcome back to South Sound Stadium in the Pearl of the South Sound, Lacey, Washington, for tonight's USL 2 match between the defending national champions Ballard FC and FC Olympia. My name is John McGlamery, and alongside Brandon Cartwright of Cartwright Media, and joined for the broadcast tonight by the voice of the Alaska Airlines Arena, formerly known as the Hecate Pavilion, one Mr. Dave Montgomery. He will be joining me on the broadcast tonight. Well, tonight we are set to renew a rivalry that has left families divided, college teammates angry, and matches that you have to see to believe. Last year, Ballard ended FC Olympia's season in the second round of the USL 2 playoffs with a win up in Ballard. But it was the only blemish on Ballard's resume last year was a loss to FC Olympia, who pulled off a stunning 3-2 victory in Seattle, down a man in stoppage time with the backup keeper scoring the game-winning goal, playing the 9. That's right, Dante Perez, always a legend, always welcome here with FC Olympia. This year, Ballard has many new faces, but a lot of old faces, and they're getting the same results, currently sitting 1-0, sitting in third place after 2 games. They are picking up right where they left off last year. FC Olympia coming off a 1-1 draw with Lane United on Sunday in a game where they will be regretting numerous missed chances to put the visitors from Eugene away. Jackson Osborne saved a PK in the first half, and it was Leonard Falk who scored his second goal of the season to salvage a point against Lane United. Well, today we'll get this rivalry going again, and let's meet the starting lineup for your FC Olympia squad. Starting at goal number 1, Jackson Osborne. Number 2, getting his first start of the season, Shelton's own Manny Nicasio. Number 7, River Stewart. Number 8 is Jack Sivitz. Number 9, Leonard Falk. Number 10, Nico Wiskel. Number 15, Lucas Jenk. Number 19, Chad Sobdi. Number 20, Dane Rogers. Number 21, Andre Filibosian. And the captain, number 26, Tanner Dutra. Starting lineup for Ballard FC. Number 2, Christian Engman. Number 4, Leo Burney. Number 7, Charlie Gaffney. Number 9, Ian Mejia. Number 13, Adam Brayman. Number 14, Cameron Iriondo. Number 15, Raimundo Mendez. Number 25, Charles Holmes. 27 is Cameron Cruz. 33 is Luke Hammond. And rounding it out, number 35, Juan Alvarez Rodriguez. And those are the starting lineups for the two teams today. The officials for tonight, Nicholas Duncan, Pavel Sochika, Devin Diekman, and Kyle Greenwood. So tonight, the rivalry renews. New players, new coaches, but the same competitive dynamic at play. We'll be right back after the intros and anthem for the opening kickoff here on the FC Olympia Broadcasting Network. Welcome back to South Sound Stadium here in Lacey, Washington for tonight's USL 2 matchup between Ballard FC and FC Olympia. Once again, I'm John McGlamery, joined by Dave Montgomery. Dave, welcome to the broadcast, sir.
Thank you for having me. Very excited to be here. It's going to be great to see the defending national champs against our boys.
Yeah, this is a matchup that has been pretty heated over 2 years. The only loss last year for Ballard the entire season was against FC Olympia. They remembered that in the playoffs, and they took it out pretty hard on the guys. But it's a new season, and the guys look pretty good on Sunday. Results aside, they had so many opportunities to score, just couldn't put it on net, and probably gathered some confidence from that performance.
Yeah, they seem to be pretty happy to end up with a result last week, or this weekend, I should say. And lots of confidence brimming from the team. I talked with one of the assistants before the game, and he said the guys know that this is going to be a tough task to take on Ballard, who just has a absolutely loaded roster, but they are all up for the task today. Like, there's going to be no back down from this team. They are not scared of Ballard at all. I expect a great match, and we just might see a great result for Oli tonight.
Yeah, I think there's always that possibility. But, boy, if you looked at the teams in the walkout, the size alone of Ballard is just daunting. Every player looks like they're over 6 feet, which for soccer is kind of an outlier for teams. But, you know, size of the dog is different than the size of the heart in the dog or whatever it is, you know.
Yeah.
So, you know, anything can happen. And just one quick roster change, starting in place of Christian Engman is number 23, Sean Sent. You might remember him last year, played for Ole Town in the USL 2. And recently, along with goalkeeper Charlie Lanfear, went up to Ballard and joined them. They both play up in Seattle, so it makes sense. So we're about ready to get going here. Good crowd tonight. And yeah, it's going to be a good one. Good weather. Everywhere else in the world is cooking, and we're sitting here at 58 degrees, and it's beautiful.
Gorgeous out today.
Well, it looks like everybody is getting ready to go. Jackson Osborne coming off a very good performance in goal on Sunday, stopping a PK. And, yeah, he looks pretty solid back there in goal. And our two central defenders, Dane Rogers and Tanner Dutra, both played well as well on Sunday. And we're about ready to get going here. Leonard Fox standing over the ball right now. And he is going to get ready to go. He's had a great start to the season, 2 goals in 2 games, and he just looks like a tough matchup down low. So a quick start all the way back to Osborne. He's going to play it out to the captain, Tanner Dutra. And building out of the back with heavy pressure is FC Olympia. It's a flick on by River Stewart. Plays it all the way back to the keeper, Brayman, who tried to clear it, and a long looping shot that's going to go just wide. Good idea there by Nico Wiskel, as Brayman was way off his line. Just tried to loop it over, but just hit it a little bit off. I'd like to thank the Black Hills FC players. They walked out the FC Olympia guys this afternoon, and now they're serving as ball kids around the pitch. There's Sean Sent with Falk chasing. Long lead out by Brayman. Plays it up to Mejia with the mask on his face. And now a quick ball played up to Juan Alvarez Rodriguez. And a good job of recovery there. To stop the pressure, but the first corner of the game coming up, and it's going to be Juan Alvarez Rodriguez who's going to take it on the far side. Hand goes up, ball comes in. It's a good delivery. Punched out, punched clear by Osborne, and put into the back of the net for an own goal. An unfortunate way to start the game for FC Olympia. And it's going to be Dane Rogers who's going to be victimized for the own goal, as that ball just came off his foot wrong. And it cleared the keeper and into the back of the net. So an early hole now for FC Olympia, down 1-0 into the second minute. And Dave, not the way that FC Olympia drew things up. Now they got some work to do.
Yeah, definitely not as planned for sure. It looked like it was well defended there. Just I'm not quite sure what he was thinking with trying to clear it backwards there. It felt like he had enough time to get around it to try to clear it forward. But,
I think it just came off his foot wrong. Yeah. It's just one of those unfortunate things that happens. You just hate to see it happen this early in the game. Ball played up the field, held in, but not able to keep it in as River Stewart. And you can see the wind is playing a little bit with the ball as that clearance by Osborne just held up by the wind. And now Ballard FC right on the move again. Now here comes Manny Nicasio, plays it up to Civitz, and he loses out. And now it's played back to Luke Hammond. Leo Burney with it now. 3-time All-Ivy League defensive first team. Leo Burney is an incredible player out of Seattle, and Ballard is happy to have him back for one more year. Now here comes Alvarez Rodriguez again, and it's going to be Lucas Jenk, who is the one who tracks back to get it cleared out for a corner, though. So early pressure now by Ballard once again. They're already up 1-0 on the own goal in the second minute and not taking their foot off the gas as they're looking for goal number 2. Juan Alvarez Rodriguez again. Delivery is going to be a low one that's going to go through everybody. Rebound comes in, and a foul's going to be called. Boy, that was dangerous as well as it got through the first defender. Osborne had to clear it, and it went only to Mejia, but a foul was eventually called. And FC Olympia has got to get things squared away here on the back end, as Savdi couldn't get there, and it goes out of play for a throw-in. And once again, Ballard in charge of possession. Savdi's going to win this one back eventually. He still has it, plays it up into the middle. It's Falk with it, cuts it outside, gets the overlap. Played into the middle, a run by Stewart, and it's going to be cleared up by Brayman, who ran off his line to grab it and quickly outlets to Cameron Cruz. Looking for a run, but nobody there but Dutra, and he plays it up, flicked on. Falk back to the goal. Double team comes, and he gets dispossessed, and away comes Ballard FC again. Now on the run, it's Raimundo Mendez. Still with it, Mendez. Nicasio forces him back, and now Hammond clears it back to the keeper, Brayman.
That'll be some key matchups there on the wings. Olympia is going to play fairly narrow today with their 4 in the midfield, leaving those fullbacks having to go at the wingers one-on-one here, just like Manny is right now.
And Manny's proved year in and year out with this club that he's up to the task no matter what is asked of him. And he's got the throw in now. He's letting that hair grow out too. He's got a little bit of an afro going this season. We like that.
It looks good.
It does. It looks very good. Oof. And Manny gets undercut there, and the foul's going to be called. Of course, Manny Nicasio, probably one of the he is the longest tenured player on this squad. He was drafted in the second round of the MASL Super Draft last year by the Tacoma Stars, so they want him for his indoor skills, but he wants to play outdoors still. You don't blame him. He's going to take the free kick here. Long ball curled into the middle. Rising up, the header falls into the middle. Shot. Oh, it goes across. And it was Civitz who was right there on the doorstep, and he couldn't get a touch to it. But FC Olympia showing that they're right in this game with a golden opportunity there that just went by the wayside.
That was a great ball in from Nicasio. Nice little service across the face of goal. If Ballard's going to defend like that, we're going to get one.
Yeah, I agree. Now Manny wins it back. Still with it. Plays it out wide to Janicki. Or Jenick, sorry. Man, this is going to be a rough one. Okay, Filibosian now with it in the middle. Tanner Dutra. Good possession here by FC Olympia. Got to take some air out of the ball and not allow Ballard to control the possession. Dutra steps up, gets it to Civitz, gets it through one and can't control it, but held back and won by FC Olympia. And now Nicasio with space here on the near side. Looking across, ball played in for Stewart. It's cleared off the line by the defense out for a throw, but another just teasing ball towards the goal that Ballard is having to defend. Manny still with the ball. That's going to go out for a throw, and good job by Manny to win the throw. He's going to take it on the near side. Throws it into Filibosian. Gets it to Manny, who cuts it back inside, and now Manny in space plays it across. Ball falls. It's going to be a shot that's blocked. Rebound falls. Shot comes in, and it just goes high. As Wiskel with an opening, but just couldn't put it on frame, and that one goes over. But FC Olympia starting to knock on the door a little bit here after falling behind early 1-0 on an own goal. They are answering the call right now.
Ballard definitely lucky not to have a shot on
goal. Oh, and a
right
steal,
there.
and it's going to be a shot that's going to be cleared off the line by Bernie. Oh, Leo Bernie saving Bremen's bacon there as that ball was goal bound and it just got headed off the line. And you can see why he was a second-team Division I All-American at the University of Pennsylvania with plays like that. So a long throw coming up. Savdi, it's headed in to the middle. Rebound falls, blocked off the line. Rebound again. This time it's going to be Wiskel again who shoots it over the post. But FC Olympia is controlling the tempo right now. And you can see, just like you were saying, Dave, they are playing with a supreme amount of confidence regardless of giving up that early goal.
That's really unfortunate they gave up that goal early because they're definitely playing on the front foot right now. They have to be feeling good about what they're doing right now. Like I said, there has to be a goal soon in this game for them.
I agree 100% as this one's cleared way up into the air. Takes a bounce, headed out by Alvarez, held in, and now headed down, and a foul is going to be called this time against Savdi out of University of Washington. He gets called for the foul, and a quick restart falls to Luke Hammond. To Cruz. Manny tracking him, forcing it all the way back. Now Falk chasing. And once again, Bremen is playing with fire as I think FC Olympia sees something, and you saw it in the game on Sunday too, where these keepers are playing just so loosely with the ball at the back line. And we've already seen disaster almost strike once. Now Wiskel, he had Falk on the run, and it got broken up nicely by Sean Sent. Oh, that was a good play looking to happen. And now quickly on the counterattack comes FC Ballard, and it's going to be Manny who gets a touch to it and clears it out. Savdi now controlling for FC Olympia. Filibosian gets it to Falk, plays it out wide gets tipped out, and Civets couldn't get there. And now Ballard coming right back. Plenty of room outside for Charles Holmes. He just transferred to UConn out of Bucknell University. This time Dutra standing strong, blocks the intro pass. Held in by Ballard. Played back now to Burney. Leo Burney now plays it to the keeper, Brayman. Long ball by Burney, finds the run of Charlie Gaffney. They're teammates at the University of Pennsylvania. Ball played into the middle. It's going to be flicked on by Mejia, but right into the hands of Osborne. And he collects. 13th minute of play here. 1-0 the score. Ball played down off the head of Sent. It was won by Falk and eventually won by Gaffney, or make that Charlie Holmes, and he couldn't keep it in play. And it's going to go out for a throw. Got the Norwegian flag going across the way for Ballard. First of all, Ballard, very strong Norwegian stronghold up there in Seattle, but also for Daniel Burko out of Lovenstead, Norway. He's on the bench tonight. Plays at Syracuse University. Ball flicked up on the overlap. It's Gaffney. Gaffney still with it. Out to Cruz on the far side. He gets around one, flicks it on back to Gaffney. Shot comes in, saved by Osborne as he went down to get it. Kick save out for a corner. And Ballard just running some good offensive plays down there, just circling around the defense and finding open lanes. But Osborne up for the task. Now Raimundo Mendez on the corner on the near side. Two hands up this time. Ball comes in. It's low and cleared out off the line by Rogers. Shot comes in, and it goes over everything and out for a goal kick. So not a good delivery there on that corner kick. It went right. It was only about 2 feet off the ground the whole way, and easy.
Yeah. Every once in a while some people try to put in those worm burners and try to get something on that near post, but clearly that wasn't going to anybody there. Nice, easy clearance for Oli.
Yeah, no, a long play out there by Osborne, but one in the air by Burney, he's just a beast. He's so good. He's the guy you wish was on your team. But our guys are pretty good in the back too, so I'm not going to say that. Quickly turned, back heel, flicked onto Mejia. He makes the turn, cleared out by River Stewart. No, make that Civets, who tracked back to clear that one out. Throw-in now coming, played back. Civets blocked it out for a throw. It's going to be quickly taken by Luke Hammond. Headed on by Mejia. Straight up in the air, cleared. And Burney steps up to win it. Back for Ballard FC. And they're going to control the ball on the far side with Holmes. Good job on the far side, finding an open man, and it's River Stewart, the forward, who tracks back to play defense. Still Stewart on the D, played into the middle. It's going to be headed out and won back by Oli. Flicked up. It's Civets who makes the turn, gets it to Falk. He's taken down by Burney, and that was a WWE style maneuver there. But
that was a nice wrestling move right there.
Yeah, but a good job to win the foul by Falk there.
Came to a soccer match and got a free wrestling show out of it too.
Yeah, that was quite those are two big guys going at it down there too. Philibosian now in the middle, playing that defensive midfield role, and he was very good at that on Sunday when he came in as a sub in the second half. Earned the start. Holmes plays up, one back by Jenick. And Osborne now in the bright yellow kit. Plays it up to Philibosian. And now looking for a run. It's going to be Sovdi who chases, but headed down by Hammond. And he's going to play it back to the keeper, who quickly gets it out to the antelope of Grand Canyon University, Cameron Cruz. And you can see the counter for the narrow play of FC Olympia is how wide the wingers are playing for FC Ballard, as they are hugging the sidelines and forcing the defense wide, and that's opening a lot of holes in the middle.
Yeah, I was just thinking it's getting a little concerning. It's at least for me on our left side right now. There's a couple moments where Jonick is getting a little bit disconnected, or they're able to get past him and turn the corner on the center back. They're going to have to tighten that up a little bit going forward.
All right, 2 hands up. It's going to be a short, quick delivery that's going to be passed back to the original taker. Plays it into the middle, head on, flicked head on by Mejia. Mejia has been a goal scorer against FC Olympia in the last couple years, and boy, he almost got another one there. Good run play there by Ballard. Mejia just couldn't get enough of the head on that ball. And now a giveaway once again, and here comes Ballard into the middle. It's Mendez out to Cruz. Cruz tries to get around Manny. Manny forces him out wide. Double team comes. It's played back. Hammond into the middle to Iriondo. Rodriguez into the middle. Oh, and the ball went behind Manny. He recovers, but still with it is Ballard, and now a shot that comes in. It's blocked. And now here comes River Stewart on the turn. Stewart, bodied off the ball, tries to get through the double team. Can't. It's taken off his feet by Iriondo, and one back to Hammond. But a giveaway now, and Sovdi plays it up over the top as Civitz is getting held and no call. Double team comes, back heel, couldn't get there. I don't know who was holding who, but there was definitely holding going on there as Civitz couldn't break free. And Ballard dodges the bullet once again. Now the counterattack is on. Here comes Mendez. Long ball out wide. It's Holmes. Holmes cuts back around Jenick. Still Holmes. And he's going to be taken off by Dutra. Shot comes in. Shot into the back of the net. Mejia picks up the scraps and puts it in the back of the net. And it is 2-0. Ballard on top in the 21st minute as Ian Mejia once again, the bane of FC Olympia, as he scores once again.
Really unfortunate right there, but you know, you can't let the other team dance around in the box with the ball for that long, and you know, Mejia, to his credit, was able to slip his defender very quickly there and gets an easy shot. We're just going to have to tighten up there on our left side.
Yeah, that's unfortunate because it was good defense. The ball just kind of squirted out to the far side, and Mejia was unmarked, and boy, back into the back of the net there. And
seemed like we just forgot about him. But, you know, soccer is a game of moments, and if you let your guard down for just a moment there, somebody, especially at this level, somebody's going to make you pay.
Yeah, this is a very high level of soccer, and we're lucky to have it here. These are all 98% of the players out here are playing Division I soccer at some point in their career. And I mentioned in the game on Sunday, so many of the players on FC Olympia grew up playing together with Crossfire Premier, winning a national title in the ECNL ranks. So these guys are familiar with each other. And like you said, it only takes a moment. And Olympia's had a couple, and long ball over the top. Looking for Stewart, it's going to be cleared up and out. Stewart, the prolific goal scorer at Everett Community College, 33 goals last season. Is at any level, that's a ridiculous number.
And 20 the year before, if I remember correctly, something like that.
Oh, sorry,
yeah.
only 30. Only
yeah,
30 goals.
Only 30, yeah.
But like I mentioned on Sunday, his shot percentage of .357 is just the most ridiculous stat I've ever heard in my life. That's like Cristiano Ronaldo level of shot percentage. Manny now with it. Oh, good move by Manny. Cuts around, gets around another one. Still Manny with it into the middle. Manny on the overlap. He gets it. Manny across the face of goal, and an own goal. No, it was saved off the line by Brayman. Oh, my goodness. Brayman forced to make the save, or we would have had our second own goal in the first half. And, boy, a game of inches is not to be understated. But FC Olympia, once again, just stymied by a fingertip.
That was incredible work by Manny. I love the give and go on the wing there. He's had a couple of moments where he's been able to get around the fullback for Ballard on this side. So hopefully we can play up our right side a little bit more with Manny. It's looking good.
Yeah, I've been doing Olympia broadcasts for about 10 years now, and I've got a special spot in my heart for Manny Nicasio, as once again the break could be on here. It's Civets pushing forward. Civets finds the overlap. It's Stewart across the middle, back to Civets, and it's going to be taken off the side of his foot. And now Ballard looking to run. Mejia with the defense closing in on him. Played back, and now out wide it's Cruz. But Manny, he started out as a forward, and he's kind of morphed into a fullback, and he just has the mentality of wanting to always win the ball, and that's something you need to have as a fullback. But I'm glad that Coach Dunn is allowing him to push forward a little bit too, because you can see it can pay dividends if you give him that freedom. Oh, and just a good one-on-one win by Manny right there. Just couldn't complete the pass, but he just wants that ball.
That's impressive for somebody who's grown up playing forward to be able to play defense like that. I mean, I'm not surprised that the Stars wanted him on their indoor team for sure.
2 years ago, he was actually named the Defensive Player of the Year in the indoor team. And, if you ever watch him play indoor, it's amazing because of, well, we'll get to that in a minute. Now the shot comes in. It's going to be high because he's only about 5'5". He's not a big guy. And indoor is a different sport, and to be able to play that kind of defense is unbelievable. But I digress.
Yeah. No, just on that last play, though, again, a little bit too easy on our left side. Jonick kind of misplays the ball there. The winger gets in around him. Like I said, we're going to have to tighten up our left side a little bit more.
Now it's headed on. Stewart, can he get there? No, it's going to be played out wide. Cleared up the field, and Mejia's going to run. He's got to be offsides, and yeah, there goes the flag. Comes up. He shakes his finger, says, no, 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 no. But even me, I saw it, and I'm old, I saw it. Now Filibosian with it to Dutra. Jenick into the middle. Ooh, dangerous play. Rogers able to clear it out. Rising up to meet it is Ballard, and now it's going to be held in by Juan Alvarez Rodriguez. Mejia, he scored the second goal. Back to Rodriguez. Give and go. Good job by Filibosian to track back and break that up, and he's taken down by Mejia. If I remember right, I think Ian Mejia's been he's been sent off in one of these games before.
Really?
Yeah, for yellow card accumulations. But like I said, these matchups get a little heated. You've got two teams that have, played together for a few years now.
A lot of these guys play together as teammates,
Absolutely.
In the college level.
Yep, they do, and there's a little bit of pride about wanting to beat your teammates. Left off by Stewart, given right away to Ballard. 28th minute of play here. 2-0 the score. An own goal and then a goal by Ian Mejia. The difference here. Flicked on. Ooh, that was close. Dutra. Rebound comes in. Saved off the line by Osborne. I don't think he thought that was going to be as difficult of a shot as it was. But he was forced down to make the save. And now a cheapy foul against Civets here on the near side. It's going to result in a free kick. It only takes an instant for Ballard to remind you of how good they can be on a break. And they showed it there once again. Long ball into the middle, headed up and out by Falk. And now Falk on the break. Plays it up for Stewart. He couldn't control it. It's going to go all the way past him and past Hammond, who chases back to Bremen. Well, we've got a minute. I'd like to thank our sponsors. Dancing Goats Coffee, Van Dorm Realty, Forma Construction, Ramada by Wyndham, Well 80 Artesian Brewing, Premier Airport Shuttle, and our live stream sponsor, Nicole's Bar, down on Legion. Go check them out down there, Nicole's Bar. Delicious food and delicious drinks. Now here comes Ballard. Once again, I've been saying that a lot lately. Cruz. Rodriguez. Diagonal ball looking for the run of Gaffney, and it's going to be headed out by Jenick. And it's going to be a corner coming up for Ballard. '30th minute of play here. 2-0 the score, but boy, the score line doesn't give this game justice, as Olympia's had a ball headed off the line. They've had a ball punched off the line by the keeper. This game could have been decided differently had those balls gone in. Now a quick shot by Sent, the former FC Olympia player, goes up and over and out for a goal kick.
Not exactly stellar defending on that one, though. He was completely unmarked at the top of our box.
Yes, that is the problem with zonal marking, is that there's going to be somebody who's wide open, and if you can find them, they've got a free shot, and that's what Sent had. He just couldn't convert. Quick throw in, taken. Hammond now in space. Out wide to Cruz. Manny forces him wide. Manny forces him into the corner, and Manny's going to win a goal kick. Just dogged defense by Manny Nicasio, shutting down this near side. And a goal kick coming up here in the 32nd minute of a 2-0 game. Falk headed on, gets to Civets, held down by Civets, and he gets elbowed in the head. And that doesn't look fun for him. And again, I get to do my spiel about how much I love the USL 2 and their commitment to head injury seriousness, because it's something that I've said before has gone unchecked in the game of soccer for a long time. And USL 2 is doing a good job, as well as the USLW, of putting an emphasis on making sure that players are safe when there's a head injury involved. So thank you for your commitment, USL2. I appreciate it. As Andrew, our trainer extraordinaire, is going to walk Civets off and give him a once over, I guess you could say. So right now, FC Olympia is going to play down a man for a minute while Civets gets looked at. It's Wiskel, co-captain, directing traffic with the left-footed free kick coming in. Two hands, ball in, chipped up, far post, and it's going to be taken down by Filibosian, taken down by the keeper, and they call the foul on Filibosian on a delayed call by the official. Oh, my goodness. It looked to me like, I don't know if he backed into the keeper, but to me it looked like the keeper, I don't know, both players have a right to the ball there. I either you don't call anything or you look at the guy who's still laying on the pitch.
I feel inclined to say that he was just going to swallow his whistle on that one, but when Filibosian stayed on the ground and put his hand up, then you gotta blow the whistle at that point. Might as well call it a foul. I guess.
But
and
when you,
and of course, if you're going to call it a foul on the keeper, now you're awarding us a PK, and he wasn't going to do that.
He wasn't going to do that. So I understand. So Andrew out there getting double duty as our trainer. 34th minute of play here. Got some players warming up on the touch line down there. Some players getting a little hydration break in this balmy 57-degree weather we've got. The sun's out, What are you going to do? They're running, I'm not, so I'm not going to give them any.
We're from the Northwest, 57 degrees. That's hot.
That's a heat wave, really. Good crowd here tonight. Unfortunately, the wind got taken out of their sails early. A second-minute own goal off the foot of Dane Rogers kind of took the crowd out of it right from the get-go. FC Olympia had a good run of play there after that, had a couple chances, but then Ian Mejia just pounced on a loose ball and got it past Osborne to make it 2.
Yeah, I have to say, the fight from the team looked really good still after that own goal. There was no give up right there. You could feel it for a minute or two after that second goal, though. But it looks like they're back. But quite the daunting task to be down 2 in your own home stadium before halftime. They've certainly dug themselves a hole that they're going to have to do their best to get out of.
Well, I could say this game is almost a mirror of the game last year up in Seattle where Olympia got out to a 2-0 lead early. Ballard crawled back to tie it, and then once again, Dante Messi Perez with the goal in stoppage time. I can still see the celebration too, ripping the shirt off, helicopter in his kit, getting a yellow card. It was glorious.
I really hate the rip off the shirt yellow card. I really hate it. But if you're the backup goalie, go on, rip it off.
And the thing is, he played forward too, but he was our backup keeper. Yeah. But he scored 2 goals that year as a forward, and they were both game winners. And it was you write movies about that stuff.
Yeah, you're gonna have to rethink your career as a goalkeeper if you're banging.
He's banging goals in left and right. No, and a good guy too. What a great guy he was too. Played at Seattle University. He was a good player. Liked him a lot. So it looks like Filibosian is going to be walked off and taken out of the game, and we've got a substitution coming in. It's got to be bad to come out of the game.
Yeah, that's unfortunate.
Yeah, it really is.
I mean, it looks like he's walking all right, but you hate to do too much conjecture from up here in the booth.
I can see he's holding his shoulder is what it is. He's got an arm on the shoulder, moving the shoulder around. So, into the game is number 16, and that is Enrique Guerrero. He got the start on Sunday. He also plays at Seattle University. So Enrique Guerrero in, Andre Filibosian out due to injury, which is unfortunate because he's been a really good player there in the defensive midfield. (2-0) the score here. Ballard on top. An early own goal. And then a goal by Ian Mejia, the difference in the game here. Now on the touchline into the middle. Ball went up for Cruz. He couldn't get to it. It's going to be held in by Hammond. Hammond plays it off of Civets, and it goes out for a goal kick, or a corner kick, excuse me.
Man, more kudos to Manny Nicasio right there. He found that spot, where the ball was going to come in. He holds his ground, holds firm. The forward's not able to get anything on it, and later gets played out for a corner kick.
Another low ball into the middle that's going to be misplayed, and that goes out for a corner kick. Yeah, sometimes when you talk about those worm burners, and it's like you don't know what to do as a defender sometimes because you're not used to it. And right there you can see just kind of hesitation out of the back. Cleared, but cleared back out for another corner.
Yeah, and all it takes for those forwards, like you just have to redirect it. There's nothing more you have to do. So if you can get to that front post and just give it a little poke.
And this one came right back to Sant, who once again takes a shot. This time a better effort, but it's blocked right in front of him. And now Savdi looking to run, but Mejia tracks back to win it. And then taken down from behind is Ian Mejia. Play on, says the ref. Ball played across. It's going to go right into the hands of Bremen before Falk could get there. And Civets going to be called for the trip there, as he got over-aggressive trying to win the ball back. And now Bernie quickly takes the free kick. Bernie's one of those guys that I can see playing in the MLS at some point. He's got the size. He's got the ball skills.
I agree. He looks very good back there. Really commands the line. And again, the ball skills. I mean, that's what every MLS team wants now. Like, it's not just good enough to be a defensive center back. Like, those are a dime a dozen. But can you do something with the ball? Can you play it forward for other people? Can you possess? He has everything. He has all the tools.
Especially with this new trend, which I hate, of building out of the back from the keeper. It drives me crazy because of how many mistakes happen. Oh, and Mejia climbing the ladder. Heads it out of play. Dutra standing tall. But yeah, playing it out of the back like that, you could see it. You saw it earlier where we almost scored off of the giveaway by the keeper. It happened. It did happen last week on Sunday, but there was an offside call. But Bernie's the type of player, you give him the ball back there, and he doesn't panic. He knows what to do when pressure comes. And so, yeah, just kudos to him for 3 years I've watched him play, and he's gotten better, which is scary. Now the ball out wide. Wiskel takes the shot that goes right into the hands of Bremen, forcing the save. Looks like we have a new ball coming in across the way. I don't know if the camera guys can get a shot of that. That's going to be our ball for the second half.
I would give a lot of good money to see these guys play with that big old ball out there.
Me too. That would be fun. Oh, now Mejia again. Another overlapping run by him. Keeps it in play. Oh, good back heel through the legs of Jenik. Finds the wide open play. Oh, man. Gaffney wide open on the far post. Got ahead to it, but right into the hands of Osborne, who makes the save. You know, they say 2-0 lead in soccer is the most dangerous lead in the world, and boy, a giveaway in the back. Somehow, Guerrero holds play up enough, but it's going to be Rogers who's forced to make the sliding tackle, and you can see right there a little bit of pressure, and boy, Guerrero lucky to hold up that play enough to allow the defense to track back.
Great work, too. Juan Alvarez is a fantastic player. He used to play for Tacoma Defiance. That's definitely not somebody I want dribbling on the goal in the 6-yard box.
No. Although his corner kicks have been pretty atrocious, so I will say that. He gets around Manny into the middle, saved by Osborne. Yeah, Tacoma Defiance in the MLS Next. They are formerly USL championship squad. Now they're in the MLS Next, I believe, right?
Yep.
Yes, I think so, yes. Rogers with a long ball. Civets chasing. Cleared up and out for a throw. Manny's going to take it here near sideline. Ball kids excited. They got to touch the ball.
Best job in the world if you're a kid.
Yeah, they didn't have that when I was a kid. You know, we always had to go run and get our own ball, you know. Kids these days, I tell you, they have it so easy. Foul called. And Ballard with the restart. Bernie just taking his time, surveying the field here. Pressure now from Falk to Bremen. Out wide to Sent. He dribbles up. Laid off by Cruz, and now here comes Hammond on the overlap. Manny tracks back, wins it, and taken off the feet by Civets. And once again, Manny not letting anybody through. And Rogers resetting out of the back now over to Dutra. 44th minute of play here, 2-0 the score. John McGlamery here alongside Dave Montgomery, the voice of Husky basketball, or the PA voice of Husky basketball.
Voice, yeah.
I don't even know who is the voice anymore now that Rondo retired.
I'm going to get his name wrong.
Then let's not bother.
But also at the same time, it's not a voice that I hear because he's on the radio while I'm.
That's true.
In the game at the bench, so.
And that ball's going to go out. It's been a couple lean years up there for Husky basketball. You've got to be excited for a new coach at least.
Yeah. That was kind of the bummer this year. They definitely had talent, and Keon Brooks Jr. He's gonna play in the NBA. He was just so good, but it never gelled. It never came together. So
it was really strange to see. And as a Cougar, it was really exciting last year for us, but boy, yeah, it was just kind of weird.
Yeah, because when you looked at the roster, it's like, this is a winning roster.
Yeah.
And it just never came together. So.
Oh, now long ball coming in. It's going to be cleared out by Hammond up into the crowd. And you get a McDonald's All-American coming in with Zoom Diallo coming in next year. You got to be excited for that. I know this is a soccer game, but college basketball is my jam. Another ball cleared out for a throw. And it's not every day we have somebody who actually works for what are you now, Big 12 team?
Yeah, I'm not going to get used to that.
No, it's
I'm
weird.
not going to lie.
It's weird. Now it's Falk. No, it's Savdi still with it, turning his Civets. He loses out, flicked up to Mejia, and now looking to move is Ballard, and on the overlap, here comes Gaffney. Make that Iriondo. And now it's Gaffney who gets a good through ball. He's all alone against Osborne. Osborne with the save. Oh, one-on-one against the great one. And Osborne rising to the occasion and blocking the shot by Gaffney to keep it a 2-0 game as we've hit stoppage time here at South Sound Stadium.
I was worried for a split second with Osborne kind of retreating there, and then he picked his moment. He picked his spot and said, this is where I'm going to attack the ball, waited for that. Beautiful save.
This is where I'm going to make myself 3 times bigger than I usually am, and it worked. This time, Alvarez with a long ball over everybody, making up. Here comes Mejia on the turn, taken down in the box, and now a foul is going to be called against Ballard. Mejia has been on the ground a lot in this game. Let's be honest here. He's pointing at the ground right now. Referee's not buying anything.
You really win over the refs when you argue with them for a long time. Yeah.
Because you see it all the time where players argue with the refs, and the refs are like, yeah, you're right. You're right. Yeah, no, that's never happened.
Yeah.
So all it does is make you a marked man. So we'll see how that plays out in the second half. Flicked on by Savdi, headed on to Stewart. Now it's Falk, lays it off. It's Stewart who got over the top of it. And out for, that's Civets. Civets and Stewart could be twin brothers. No, that was Stewart. Okay, see, that's why I'm confused because they look the same. But, he just got over the top of it, couldn't get down on it, and it goes over everything. And a goal kick coming up. 2-0 the score here still as we approach halftime. Had a couple stoppages, some goals, some injuries, substitution. Ooh, and there's a slide tackle there, and a yellow card's going to come out against Wiskel. That was a dangerous play. Slid in from the side, so Nico Wiskel picking up a yellow card, the first card of the match. So a free kick coming up from midfield as we tick down the moments to halftime here. We've got a halftime spectacular being put on by Wembley Soccer Shop tonight. That's what that giant soccer ball was for. Long ball by Bernie. Dutra rising to meet it. The referee points at the spot, and that is going to do it for the first half here at South Sound Stadium, where we've got a score of Ballard FC 2 and FC Olympia 0. We're going to step away for halftime and be back to bring you the second half of action here on the FC Olympia Broadcasting Network. We'll be right back after this. Lofi, Connor, tell us a little bit about yourself.
I'm Connor Lofi. I'm from Kirkland, Washington. I'm on the University of Washington men's soccer team as a midfielder, and my major is business administration.
Hey, FC Olympia, I'm here with Connor Lieber. Connor, tell us a little bit about yourself.
I'm Connor Lieber. I'm from Phoenix, Arizona. I'm play at the University of Washington. I'm a right back, and I'm studying bioengineering.
Hey everybody, I'm here with Leonard Falk. Leonard, tell us a little bit about yourself.
Yeah, my name is Leonard. I came all the way from Germany, and I'm a forward playing at CLU right now.
All right. First question for you. Does pineapple belong on a pizza?
No, it doesn't.
No.
I think it does. I think it does.
I personally do not think pineapple should be on pizza.
Next question. What's your favorite club?
Favorite club? I'll probably go with my hometown club, Hamburg.
Okay, and your favorite player?
Lionel Messi.
Lionel Messi.
You know, I'm a local guy, so I'd have to say Sounders, the Seattle Sounders.
And your favorite player?
Jordan Morris. Jordan Morris.
Another local guy.
Manchester City.
And your favorite player?
Kyle Walker.
Okay. So if Leonard wasn't playing soccer right now, what would he be doing?
I would probably be studying or working.
I would probably try to pursue a career in professional pickleball.
Nice.
You know, my mom actually makes a really good cookie recipe, so I'd have to say I'd get into the cookie business. Maybe expand into the Pizookie business as well if I got the chance.
What is a Pizookie?
It's like it's a cookie with ice cream on it.
Okay. Big smile. Speaking of ice cream, you're stuck on a desert island and you've got a freezer, but all it does is hold ice cream. What flavor is in there?
Oh, fish food from Ben & Jerry's for sure.
I would go with vanilla.
For me, it'd have to be cookies and cream.
Do you have any messages for the people watching, maybe people watching back home in Germany? Anything you want to say to the people out there?
Yeah, no, just come to our games and we'll have fun together.
Come out, support this summer. We're gonna be really good, so hope to see you there.
I got a lot of high hopes for these guys. I got a lot of confidence in the program. I just don't think we're gonna lose a single game all season.
All right, sounds great. Thanks, Connor.
Thank you.
What makes the only local mutual bank different? It's giving back and helping out in amazing ways. With caring, personal service from a bank that values community belonging. And most important, putting real relationships above the bottom line. That's how a mutual bank works. That's OlyFed.
Meet my husband.
No, we got eggnog once, didn't we?
Yep.
What can I get started for you?
The Smashville chicken bites and the white with cider.
Cider, yeah. We just got root beer and fries. It's kind of a treat. When did you try that? It's really good.
It's really good to try out a new place. This place looks awesome. They have really good Brussels sprouts here. They're taught thoroughly. Let's do 2 artesians.
Ooh, can I get a Leopold's?
Welcome back to South Sound Stadium, where Ballard FC is on top of FC Olympia 2-0. An own goal in the second minute. Open it up, and then a goal by Ian Mejia in the 20-something minute is the difference. Substitutions coming into the game for Ballard, number 17, Elliot Spatz, and number 2, Christian Engman. Coming in for FC Olympia, number 17, Gavin Muntz. He's in for Jenick, and Wiskel sliding back to the left back position for FC Olympia. So Muntz in for Jenick, Engman in, and Spatz in. Manny Ramirez, he played baseball. Manny Nicasio with the header.
I would also pay money to see Manny Ramirez play soccer.
Ah, that's actually, now you've got me thinking about a new sport, paying old retired athletes to play soccer. I would watch that. Like Battle of the Network Stars, but with soccer.
Yes.
I digress. Leo Burney with the ball now, just in control of the game back there at center. Back for Ballard FC. The coming together of three players is eventually won by FC Olympia. Guerrero out wide to Manny. Long ball into the middle, looking for Falk. Picked up by Stewart. It's going to be cleared up. Manny rising. He gets bodied off the ball. And here comes Ballard. Rogers battling there with number 15. It's going to be held in. A sliding tackle there by Guerrero, and that's going to get the ball into the hands of Osborne. That was a run by Raimundo Mendez from about midfield. Looked pretty good, and he was able to control it, but not get a good shot off. And now the header goes out for a deep throw. Civets with it, looking for somebody. And now he's just going to say, you know what, I don't even want this ball anymore. Why don't you throw it? No, now I will throw it. So Manny shields a couple people, lays it off for Guerrero, who wasn't expecting that, and it's going to go out for a throw, and so wasted possession there for FC Olympia as they give it right back to the defending USL 2 national champions, Ballard FC. Their first trip down to the South Sound this season. And now here comes Savdi. Chad Savdi plays it out wide. Shot comes in. Okay. So a foul was called there. Looked like it was offside on the overlap to Civets. And Brayman now back in goal, looking to make something happen here. He's gonna fake us all out. Now he's gonna put his hands up, and now here comes the kick. A long clearance all the way down to the 40. Won by Guerrero, held in by Alvarez Rodriguez, and now off to the races is Ballard FC. Gaffney on the cross into the middle, cleared out by Dutra, and then eventually cleared by Wiskel. Headed on by Stewart. Stewart wildly chopped at it, didn't get it, and it's going to be played all the way back to Burney. Into the game for FC Olympia, as I mentioned, Gavin Munch, sorry, I knew I was going to do that. He is a member of the Filipino national team and a current UW signee. He will be joining the Huskies in the fall for their program. His second year with the club, played last year. Bernie now with it. In acres of space. No pressure by FC Olympia right now. Engman out wide. Good tackle there by Savdi. Rogers able to flick it back out into the crowd. Good crowd again tonight here. Don't forget, our next home game is going to be the 2nd. The women are playing a friendly here against the Seattle Reign WPSL team. They are, whoa, good throw there. Headed out. Moons out wide. Stewart chasing, can't get there. Yeah, so 2 o'clock on Sunday is going to be the women against the Seattle Reign WPSL. And then on the 5th, the women are playing Lane United here at 7 o'clock from South Sound Stadium. The women beating Lane United down in Eugene Friday night 4-1. They've started the season out 2-0-0 and looking to repeat as Northwest Division champs. Civets forcing the ball out of play. It's going to be a throw-in for Olympia. Ball kid getting the ball quickly, but now laid off for Manny. Manny waiting for somebody to move. Nobody does. It's going to be headed out for a corner. So somehow FC Olympia is going to win a corner off of that, and we'll see what happens here as Nico Wiskel stepping up. Only the first corner of the game for Olympia. Far post, and it goes over everybody. Rogers was there on the far post with Bernie marking him just a little bit over his head. But the idea was there.
It's a great look. That's a big body to have on the back post.
Yeah.
Okay, a little unlucky to miss him there. This second half almost feels like it should be these first 6-7 minutes kind of feels like the first 6-7 minutes of a first half where everybody's just kind of feeling each other out. Doesn't seem like anybody wants to make the big daring move and get caught exposed and either give up the first goal if you're Ballard or give up the third goal if you're Olympia.
Well, that's what I say. The 2-0 lead in soccer is the most dangerous lead in the game. At least that's what the experts say.
Yeah.
Because if you give up that goal to make it 2-1, then you start feeling the pressure, and then anything can happen. Oh, good job by Wiskel to break that up. Tries to find Savdi. Eventually gets into the feet of Moons. And now laid off into the feet of Wiskel here on the near side. Over to Guerrero at a Glacier Peak High School. Another one of the contingent of Seattle University Redhawks on the squad. Tanner Dutra. And a good run of possession now for Olympia. Everybody getting a foot on the ball. Getting back into things here. Like you're saying, Dave, it's just been kind of a ho-hum start to the half. And I think maybe this is what the team needed to kind of wake up a little bit. Just get everybody on the ball. One in the air by Falk. Plays it in, and it's going to be Stewart over the top. Bernie chasing. Held in by Stewart. Triple teamed. Plays it back to Moons into the middle. Finds Guerrero. And Guerrero tried to do a 1-2 with Moons and loses it. Chipped up looking for Spats, and it's going to be cleared out by Jackson Osborne. Manny Nicasio once again winning the ball, but loses out as he got double teamed, and now on the press is Cameron Cruz out wide. Into the middle, it's going to be Spatz who plays it across the face of goal. Nobody there. Gaffney had overrun the ball, and now here comes Wiskel. Still Wiskel taking off the ball, no call. He called advantage. Okay, he did put his arm up for the advantage because we still got the ball here now. Into the middle. Late break by Dutra. He couldn't get there, and it's going to be won back by Ballard's Alvarez Rodriguez. Now Bremen plays it into the middle. Who's going to get there? It's going to be Muntz up to Savdi, back to Muntz. And now the run by Cruz, but Osborne playing way off his line, able to get there easily and clean it up. And now Gavin Muntz with it. As the shadows start to creep in here at South Sound Stadium, FC Olympia needs to get moving here and get one back here pretty quickly if they want to get back into this ball game. It's Rogers out wide to Manny Nicasio. Tried to find Civets in the middle, given away. Chip up over the top for Spatz, who gets a one-time shot off that goes over the goal. Good idea, good run by Spatz.
Good defense there by Tanner Dutra to track him all the way. Like, honestly, if he was able to score there, that's one of those, like, you know, go ahead and put it on Sports Center.
Yeah.
So, great defense by Dutra.
Yeah, you get to clap for the opponent if they can score a goal like that.
Yeah.
Engman steps up and clears it, clatters into Falk, and he goes down. But no worse for wear. Cruz plays it to Bremen. Into space, won by Moons. He holds on, plays it up to Stewart. River Stewart turns to the far side. Double teamed into the middle. Finds Savdi out wide. Civets back to Chad. Chad into the middle. Shot comes in. It's going to go into the back. No, it's not. Oh, it was saved by Bremen. Oh, my goodness. It looked like he spilled it into the back of the net. But somehow he rolled away and came around with the ball. And Ballard surviving again, another close call.
That's unfortunate. I was texting a couple of my friends at halftime telling them, like, man, it's 0-2, but this game easily could be 2-2. It could be 2-4. There's going to be more goals in this game once once the teams decide to actually really start going at each other like they were in the first half.
Yeah, I was actually texting with Olympia High School coach Ty Johnson and told him the same thing about how easily it could have been 2-2. Ooh, and a layoff there. It's going to be Spatz. Spatz has been lively, saved by Osborne. Rebound to Cruz. Cruz with the shot blocked off the line by Dutra. Dutra gives up the body to make the save, and it fell into the arms of Osborne. And now here come the Artesians on the run, but just out of the reach of Nico Wiskel. Boy, Tanner Dutra's come up big today. Couple good plays there. Perfect positioning there. Cruz had an open net, and he laid out and sold out his body and made the play. And Osborne there stepping up. Grabbing the ball there and lays it off for Rogers. Once again, Manny Nicasio just going after the ball. Didn't win it, but slowed everything up. Now it's going to be played back into the middle. And now Bernie on the near side. Alvarez Rodriguez. Triple team still with it. Plays it back to Engman at midfield. Long ball into the middle looking for Spats. Spats has been incredibly active since he came in as a sub. Looks like somebody who wants to score a goal.
There are definitely more goals in this game to be had for sure.
Now Wiskel cuts inside on Gaffney. Nicasio in space far side. Shadows over the entire field now. Lights, they're not coming on quite yet, but they will. Out wide, Spats again with it. Spats into the middle, just too far in front of Gaffney, but he'll be able to chase it down. Laid in, headed out by Rogers. Kept in by Alvarez Rodriguez, now sent. Gaffney with Rodriguez on the overlap. Does he get there? Yes. Plays it across. It's going to be put in the back of the net. And there's Spats. Elliot Spats makes it 3. Standing right where he needed to. And the good cross by Gaffney, and Spats, who'd been hunting that goal since he came on, gets one in the 61st minute to make it 3-0.
Really unfortunate there for FC Olympia. Again, like if you give somebody like Juan Alvarez, who was so good, again, played for Tacoma Defiance, you give him that much time from that close, he will pick out that pass. Excellent run by Spats to get him behind the guys towards that back post there. Easy peasy, which is unfortunate because I think in the first 10, almost 15 minutes here to start off the second half, FC Olympia's defense has looked much better. So quite unfortunate to be down 3-0 already.
And a couple more subs coming in now for Ballard FC. It's going to be Daniel Burko, the aforementioned Norwegian, coming on. He plays at Syracuse, or he's transferring to Syracuse. And Richard Amon coming in as well for Ballard. He's out of the University of Washington. And Peter Kingston making an appearance as well. Peter Kingston. I want to say that Peter Kingston scored the game-winning goal last year in the championship game. I could be wrong, but I do believe he is the one that scored it. Just a phenomenally technical player with a lot of speed. So watch out for Peter Kingston's speed.
The original game plan actually was, we were thinking that he would be on their left, on our right, and that was part of the reason why Manny was deployed in right back today, was to really check his speed. And then we see the lineup card at the beginning, and Kingston isn't there.
Oh, and there goes another goal. Oh, no, the flag goes up, and he can't believe it. That's Burko. Burko thought he scored, but he didn't because he was offside.
I was going to say, it looked a little too easy for them.
Yeah. Well, there's a reason for that, yeah. So it is still 3-0. FC Olympia with work to do here in the 64th minute of play. Quickly taken out of the back. Dutra with pressure from another substitution, Austin Brummett out of San Diego State. He was the 35th ranked recruit in the nation coming out of high school out of New Jersey, and made the smart choice to go to San Diego. That is a beautiful city. It's going to go out of play now. Throw-in coming up for Wiskel. Ooh, and that's going to be a dangerous play and a yellow card coming out against Bernie. As Bernie and Falk have been having quite the battle tonight, and not a dirty play. He just put his boot up, and Falk went to get his head down, and that's kind of what happens. But a yellow card against Bernie and a free kick coming up for FC Olympia. And the spray is out for the 10 yards.
Really dangerous position here. I would like to see something get put on a goal.
Yeah, and
Have
Wiskel.
to make Brahman work.
Yeah, Wiskel hit the post on a shot from a similar spot here on Sunday. I don't think he's got the right angle with that left foot, though. We'll see. Nope, it's going to be Stewart who curls it in, punched up and out. And Brayman goes down in a heap, holding his shoulder. That doesn't look good. He's gingerly getting up down there. And he's able to give some high fives, so he's good. All right, more substitutions for everyone. TJ Knight into the game, and also into the game, number 29, Tyler Allred. Make that number 23, Tyler Allred. No, that's not Tyler Allred. That's 22, Kolja Thomas. Koya.
Nice German name.
I tried to pronounce the school he went to on Sunday, and it didn't go well for me, so I'm not going to do it again. Actually, I will try it again just because it's fun. But Brummett now with it, takes the shot, blocked by his own man. Bodies flying everywhere, and it's going to be a free kick coming up as Brummett called for the foul. So Koya Thomas out of Buttangingen, Germany, went to Zinzendorf Aschlein. That was the school he went to, but now he goes to Montana State University.
That one's easier to pronounce.
Zinzendorf Aschlein. That's close. This one language I wish I could speak because it is so fantastic. They have the best words for everything. So a throw-in coming in. And if you missed TJ Knight on Sunday, be prepared to be amazed because this man, these are set pieces from the sideline. So here he comes. He's going to throw it right in front of the goal. Oh, a header comes in. It's going to fall back to Knight. He's going to get it. Cut into the middle, broken out by Brummett, and it's going to go out for a corner. FC Olympia scored their goal on Sunday off a long throw by Knight. It's quite the weapon to have on your team if you have somebody who can throw in the ball like that.
Ooh.
And another good effort there. But every time FC Olympia gets some glimmer of hope, Ballard comes away on the counterattack, and here they come again. But look at Manny Nicasio tracking back and winning the ball out for a corner. But an excellent job of defense there by Manny to stop the counter in its tracks. Oh, beautiful ball by Kingston is going to be punched out by Osborne, held in. Brumette with it, out wide. Into the middle, back to Burnett. 1-2 with Amon. Still Kingston with it now, back to Amon, cuts it into the middle. Triple teamed, down low, back to Amon. Amon with an angle with a shot that's going to be saved by Osborne. Just technical by Ballard right there, finding a space, waiting patiently to find an opening and getting the shot away. And now another corner coming up for Peter Kingston and Ballard FC. Another rocket punched out by Osborne again. Boy, he's got some pace on those corner kicks.
It's a whole different look for Ballard to have Kingston on those corners.
Compared to the ones in the first half that were barely coming off the ground, and these are tactical missiles coming out of the corner. So a throw in here near side. Long throw. Engman gets head to it, plays it back to Brumette. Broken up by Knight, and it's going to go out for a throw-in for Ballard. We've hit the 71st minute of action here. 3-0 the score. Ballard on top in a game that, once again, the scoreline doesn't really give the game justice. It's a lot closer of a game than this. It's just Ballard has been able to make the most of their opportunities. Held in, headed out. Falk chasing. Played out by Hammond and out for a throw-in. Quickly taken, long throw, finds River Stewart, headed on. It's going to be Wiskel chasing after it, cleared out by Ballard's defense and out for a throw on the near sideline. Good effort by Wiskel trying to run back. It's just Ballard is just, they've got a guy everywhere that they need a guy.
They track back very well.
Yes. So Knight with another long throw coming up. All the way in. Looking for the head of Dutra. And it's going to be cleared up and out. Well, eventually it's going to be a throw-in for Olympia. Osborne, the long throw over there. Oof, dangerous play. Guerrero forced it all the way back.
Didn't quite have our shape ready for that
one,
but our center backs do nicely to recover, of course.
There's Osborne. Long ball. Engman battling with Stewart. Sent back to Bernie. Picks out Kingston. Battling with Knight. And look at the strength of Kingston just taking Knight out of the play. And here comes Ballard. Flicked on, and it's going to be Manny tracking back again to break that pass up. Throw-in coming up for Thomas. Stewart gets away, but Engman able to break it up, and it's going to go out for a throw. Stewart was trying to track it back into the middle, played it to himself, and Engman able to get a foot to it. But now pushing everybody forward is FC Olympia, just Manny Nicasio and Elliot Spatz in the center circle. Everybody else basically inside the 18-yard box for this long throw from Knight. Headed up and out. Bicycle kick attempt there by Falk that doesn't go anywhere. Back to Leonard. Rebound shot by Dutra, blocked by Brumette. Manny wins it though, plays it to Thomas. Wiskel with the turn. Flicked, and they're going to call a foul. Boy, that was good defense by Burko. I thought, I mean, he did get an arm on the shoulder, but I don't think he impeded him. That's a tough call.
That is a little.
Oh, and a yellow card for dissent on top of it. Oh, man, just rubbed some salt in the wound there. So a yellow card to Daniel Burko for dissent. And I don't know. I mean, I kind of feel for him on that one because that was a really soft foul.
It was very soft, but you have to let that go. Like you have to walk away. You can curse under your breath so long as you walk away yards away from the referee and he can't hear you.
Yes.
So, learning moment for him.
Wiskel chips it up, headed on, headed again, and it goes over as Thomas got an head to it, but it went over the post and out for a goal kick. That was a well drawn up play there. Just execution still. I mean, it just seems like there's still a little bit of rust on the players. They just started the season. I mean, they still have 9 games left after today. I mean, there's plenty of room to move forward.
It does very much feel like these guys just got into town.
Well, I think a lot of them did.
And now here they are having to play a season, and with people that they've.
Oh, and the rebound comes in. Another shot blocked off the line, this time by Luke Hammond, as TJ Knight had a wide open goal, but Hammond able to step up and block it. Just unbelievable how this game has been determined by 3 shots, basically. Just crazy. TJ Knight thought he had a goal, and somehow Luke Hammond was able to block it. And now here comes Ballard again on the counterattack. Brummett tried to do something and cleared it all the way out over everybody. And the thing about Ballard is that, the roster is loaded, so even when they bring in subs, they're trying to win a starting spot. They're not going to be taking it easy on anybody. I mean, so there can't be any layoff by the FC Olympia players at all.
Not at all. And even today, to, sit Kingston and Brummett and not actually start them, and now they're coming off the bench when you're down 3-0.
Yeah, and Engman coming off the bench. And
it's a tough road up ahead.
But to their credit, FC Olympia has more than held their own in this game. I will say, till I'm blue in the face, the scoreline doesn't match the level of play of this game. There's just been really good defensive plays by Ballard that have been the difference tonight. Wiskel with the shot that was always rising, and it goes almost all the way to Chinook Middle School across the way here at Fouts Field, back where I suffered through 7th and 8th grade. I think, everybody suffered in middle school.
That is accurate.
That is the truest statement of all. Bremen now directing traffic, pointing everybody to the right. So he's probably going to kick it to the left. Nope, right down the middle. Thomas rises up to meet the header. And now Manny Nicasio. Good Lord, I can't talk tonight. TJ Knight tried to get it on the feet of Wiskel too much and into the feet of Bremen. And one thing that Ballard has done exceptionally well, on Sunday, Leonard Falk was a beast in the middle. And just Bernie has just been able to neutralize him tonight, which is hard to do because he's a pretty good hold-up player. But again, that's why he's a former second-team All-American Division I soccer player. So Bremen, long outlet. Burko doesn't win it, but it's going to fall to Brummett. Back to Burko. Sent to Burko. Being that he's Norwegian, I bet you I know who his favorite player is. Especially in the position that he plays. I'm curious if he's a big Erling Haaland fan or not. Yeah.
It has to be.
Maybe.
It's pretty much national hero status at this point, right?
Norway's got some really good players on their team, though. I really like their team. I'm excited for the Euros. They start here in a couple weeks. This summer you got Copa America in the United States. That's going to be fun.
The Olympics.
The Olympics with the U.S. actually in the Olympics this year.
Yeah.
Lots of good soccer coming up this summer. And then don't forget, in 2 years, the World Cup's going to be here in Seattle. At least some games are.
That's going to be so much fun.
I know.
I'm
can't
so
wait.
looking forward to that.
I
don't know what tickets will
I have
cost,
already
but
started saving for tickets, knowing that.
That's smart. I haven't done that yet.
But it's one of those bucket list things you have to. Like, I've always wanted to go to a World Cup game, and yeah, sure, it'd be great to go. How awesome would it be to go to a World Cup game in Brazil or Argentina or France or something? But Seattle's just as good.
Yeah, it's our own backyard. We have to go.
Exactly.
Especially with one of those games being the U.S.
Is that? Have they said that?
Yeah.
Ah, very nice. Knight once again with the long throw that holds up, headed out by Olympia. No, it's going to be headed out to Muniz, and it's going to be shot that's blocked out for a corner. And you've got the Gold Cup also.
Gosh, what a
so lots of soccer.
Busy time.
So now here it is, a corner by Wiskel into the middle, headed out by Burko, excuse me. One back by Olympia. Wiskel taken off by Burko, and now here comes Ballard on the break. Burko with the long diagonal ball. Oh, that's going to be offside, though, against Kingston. That has to be offside. And it's not.
Somehow wasn't.
Somehow
doesn't matter, I guess.
Yeah, he kicked it over the goal, but my God, he was 3 feet offside.
That should have been a gimme for the referee to call that, but that's
But then
all right.
again, he's so fast, I think the AR might have been behind the play. I don't know. So anyway, a goal kick after all of that. And that one's going to go out for a throw. Sean Sent lets it go. He looks tired. He's run a lot tonight. Burko. Oh, and there comes Brummett. He got through the defense into the middle, broken up by Thomas as he recovered to win that one. Now Guerrero, double teamed, has to play it back to the keeper as we've hit 83 minutes played here at South Sound Stadium. 3-0 the score. John McGlamery alongside Dave Montgomery.
It's all right. My mom calls me David.
Yeah, I'm not your mom. Here comes Kingston. Oh, with some step overs. Good defense by Dutra. Pushes him all the way outside. He gets it back. Burko lays it back off to Kingston. Into the middle, Sent. Burko on the sideline, into the middle. That ball by Amon was misplayed and goes out for a goal kick. Good defense there to force the play out to the edge, not allow Ballard into the middle of the box. And you win a goal kick out of it, not bad. Long clearance, headed up by Burko. One back by Olympia. Now Falk. No, it's going to be Engman who gets there, but Munch wins it back for Ole. Thomas. High ball into the middle. Falk rises up, heads it back on for Knight. TJ Knight lays it back for Falk. The shot that's going to be saved by Bremen. Wow, that shot came out of nowhere by Leonard Falk, forcing a beautiful acrobatic save by Bremen. And boy, that is the opportunity. That's the only thing that Falk needs is a space to shoot. And he's not afraid to take it. Corner coming in now. And that one played out of bounds off the kick over the touchline by Wiskel, out for a goal kick.
That's unfortunate. Wasted opportunity here late.
Heavy pressure by Falk. It goes out to Engman. And Manny's just going to let that one go out for a throw. Brummett loses out as Muntz tracks back, but it's going to go out for a Ballard FC throw-in. Sent into the middle. Oh my goodness. Osborne gets there right before the on-rushing foot of Elliot Spatz. Boy, he looks like a very solid player up top for Ballard. Already has one goal, wants another. Headed on, Brummett chasing, cleared by Rogers, only as far as Burko though. One back by Witzel, and now played back behind Stewart. And you can see a little bit of frustration starting to creep into the forwards for this FC Olympia team. They've kind of been stifled all night by this defense of Ballard.
There's a few moments here I would love to see the ball. Like, we're doing a great job getting the ball out wide. Like, why not look for our 8s and 10s kind of in between the back line and the midfield of Ballard there? There is some space there. We just haven't been doing a good job of looking in, connecting there, and then from there we can start hitting our forwards.
And I think, you know, those are the things that happen when you start playing more often together. And like you were saying, I mean, these guys have just only been playing together for a couple weeks. And look, a lot of the Ballard players played together last year for a whole year where they played for 3 months. So, yeah, lots of learning curves. This is a tough league because it's a condensed season, players coming in from all over the country. And you've got to train them up, coach them up really fast to the style of play that you want to play. And it just takes time. I mean,
and the players here are fantastic. You know,
yeah.
I was talking to TJ Knight a little bit about a week ago, and he was saying, like, I chose to come up here to the Pacific Northwest because I know good soccer is being played up here, and I want to be challenged as much as possible. So, you know, he's getting exactly what he wanted by having to play teams like Ballard and the Stars and all the rest in this league.
Yeah, this division grew by 3 teams, and I didn't know how it was going to affect the player pool, and I think all it did was grow the player pool.
Yeah.
Because you look at, like you're saying, players coming from all over the country. I mean, they already had players, like down in Lane United. They drew a lot of players out of Creighton University, out of the Omaha area. They came over to Lane to play. But then adding a bunch more teams up in Seattle, it's a good draw.
Mm-hmm.
And as another long throw comes in from Knight, held in, Muntz gets there, can't win it, and it's going to go out for a throw for Olympia.
Yeah, it's a soccer-rich area, and before you really dig deeper into the surface into these USL 2 teams, just right away – you have the Seattle Sounders and Portland Timbers. You know, like what great ambassadors for soccer in the United States right there just in these MLS clubs here in the Northwest.
Knight with another shot flicked on and out for a corner. You know, and I remember as a kid going to a Sounders game against the Vancouver Whitecaps at the Kingdome. I mean, and these games were sold out. I mean, even back then, you go back to the 80s with the Stars getting 26,000 people into the Tacoma Dome for an indoor game. As that header comes in by River Stewart, but right into the hands of Bremen, who once again rises up for the occasion here as we've hit the 90th minute of action here at South Sound Stadium. But yes, lots more soccer to come here this summer. I know tonight's a disappointing loss for the team, but again, honestly, they've played well. It's just Ballard made the most of the opportunities they got. We have hit stoppage time here. Ball headed out by Rogers. Stewart turns. He's battling with Brummett. Back to Stewart, but it's going to be Sent who comes up to block and play it out. Throw coming up from Nicasio. Deflected out for another throw. Knight turns. Loses out to Brummett. And off to the races now comes Ballard. Kingston out wide to Burko. Nice back heel to himself. Plays it over. Ball into the middle. Spats with the header, and that's going to go out for a corner kick. Spats just really wants to score another goal tonight. Let's not forget our next game here at South Sound Stadium, Sunday, 2 o'clock. The women take on Seattle Reign FC in a friendly. And then June 5th, they will be playing here at 7 o'clock against Lane United. As that ball goes into the back of the net, and it's Brummett with the goal to make it 4. Austin Brummett with the cherry on top of the sundae to make it 4-0 in stoppage time. And Ballard is going to come away with a well-deserved win tonight as they are up 4-0 over FC Olympia. And Dave, just all you can do sometimes is tip your cap to the better team, and tonight Ballard definitely was the better team.
Yeah, it's not for lack of chances. I got some officially unofficial stats sitting here, and
those are the best kind, by the way.
Yeah, and we do have more shots, and I obviously, like, Ballard has had the better shots. They've had more shots on goal and have been able to do some good work with their shots. And of course, Olympia also very unlucky to have 2 defenders saving shots off the line. And, a little bit unfortunate, but yeah, hats off to Ballard. Great game by them.
Absolutely, and that whistle signifies the end of the game, and that's going to do it tonight. With the final score, Ballard FC 4, FC Olympia 0, in a game that was much closer than the scoreline represents. We're going to take a quick break and be right back with a recap right after this, and we'll hopefully get a player interview if we can. You are watching FC Olympia Soccer on the FC Olympia Broadcasting Network. Hey, I'm here with Manny Nicasio. Manny, a tough one tonight, and you guys played really well, but to go down early, an own goal in the second minute, that's tough. That's not what you draw up, but boy, you guys really, you dug deep there right after that goal and played pretty well right after that.
Yeah, no, I mean, it always sucks to go down early, especially a big game like this where we come anticipated go out hard, go on strong, but it happens, you know. I really enjoyed that the team came back and tried to fight. You know, we fought with everything we had.
One of the hardest things as a broadcaster is watching a game like this where you're looking at 2 saves off the line, a fingertip save by the keeper. That's 3 goals that could have been that in this funny game, it just didn't work out that way. But you guys didn't give up. What does it say about the team in general to continue to fight back all game?
You know, the team has that. They will always fight back. Like you could see in the last, like even we got scored on, and the guys are still like, we got to keep going. We got to keep going, and it's just kind of testament to their mentality. You know, we'll go down, but we're gonna fight. We're not just gonna hand you the game. A lot of teams tend to go down, and then they'll just give up. It's not like that. You know, win or lose, we're gonna keep fighting.
Yeah, and it was evident in the way that you guys kept pushing forward that this team doesn't have any give up in them. Plenty of soccer left to be played this season. You guys have a game coming up next weekend. What are you guys going to be working on in practice this week?
I think we're gonna watch some film, see what we're working on, what we lack, a little bit of that, a little bit of recovery, and just kind of go from there. You know, this is a brand new team. We just gotta stay positive, I would say, and then work on possession, a little bit tweaks in there, and see what works best for the team.
Yeah, well, Manny, thanks a lot for joining us. You guys had a really, I mean, it was a tough loss, but lots of positives to take away from this. A game that could have been decided much differently if the ball had bounced a different way. But good job by you guys. Way to hang in there, and we'll see you next week.
Yeah, thank you guys. I appreciate everybody. And yeah, some nights are just not our nights. You know, you could hit 30 crossbars and they score 1, and that's just how it goes. This game, it's just the game.
Yeah.
But, all right, thank you.
Cool. Thanks, Manny.
Hi, and we're back. This is Dave Montgomery for John McGlamery, giving you the rundown of the scoring in this one. Again, final score 4-0 Ballard FC Olympia. A little bit unlucky in this one. It all started with the own goal by Dane Rogers in the 2nd minute. And around the 25th minute, Ian Mejia gets on the score sheet for Ballard. In the second half, in the 61st minute, Elliot Spatz, and then late in stoppage time, Austin Brummett puts the cherry on top for Ballard in scoring in the 91st minute. Again, Olympia a little bit unlucky in this one. They end up with 18 shots to Ballard's 15. Those are my official, unofficial stats. Brahman ends up with 6 saves on the night for Ballard, and Osborne ends up with 5 saves in between the posts for FC Olympia. We would like to thank our sponsors for FC Olympia: Dancing Goats Coffee, Van Dorm Realty, Forma Construction, Ramada by Wyndham, Well 80 Downtown, Premier Airport Shuttle, and also Nicole's Bar in downtown Ole. Our next match for the USL 2 men's team will be against Crossfire June 7th at 7 p.m. But we have 2 home games for our women on June 2nd, just coming up here at 2 p.m. They will take on the Seattle Reign WPSL team. And then on June 5th, 7 p.m., they will take on Lane United out of Oregon. So that, folks, will do it for us here for the FC Olympia Broadcasting Network. Again, final score, Ballard 4, FC Olympia 0. Our boys in blue a little bit unlucky tonight. So again, signing off, this is Dave Montgomery, also here with John McGlamery. Thank you so much for tuning in tonight, and we hope to see you here at South Sound Stadium on June 2nd as our women's team take on the Seattle Reign.